All right, people, I got a great plan for Facebook. Facebook set up to test 157 to 159. Now, on the lowest end, I could see them trying 156, but I can see that between 156 157 is the low end, and even as much as high as 159, right? But we hit one of those targets, so even if 157, you're looking at 100% gains, if not more. And of course, if we go to 159, there's where the 200% gains would be used based on this call. So the July 16 155 calls could be used, and I'm going to talk more about these later on. So Facebook is set up in a clear, I have a double A, but in a clear cut way, where a break over 154 would confirm in this case. Based on the power of the close and the time frame alignment on the chart that I'm seeing, that's why we simply need to get above 154, and that would be another bullish signal. And again, these are 2-week out options, and they're pretty close into the money, right? We're not far away, right? So to get to 155, it wouldn't take very long. So let's go take a look at the options. And again, all we need to do is just break over 154, and I would consider that as a guaranteed, well, a good signal follow through, very good time frame alignment. Let's go take a look at the options. All right, so here I am at the Yahoo, and for Yahoo Finance, Facebook closed at 153.61 for June the 2nd, and here I have the June 16 options up. So let's go take a look at the options, and I'm going to scroll down here very quickly to the 155s, and you can see here we have 11,000 open interest. Well, the volume for the open interest is 50,972. So these are really trading. They traded the most and have the highest open interest was the 155 June 16 calls, right? If someone wanted to go, even closer, they could use the 152 and a half. But you know what? I think this is good enough. This is the kind of sweet spot. Lowest risk, highest, low risk, high reward opportunity. You look at it, you can easily double your money with these options, especially if they only hit even the low end of 156 targets that I talked about in the video. Again, there's really not much of a volume requirement based on the previous volume patterns that are in the chart, so it's pretty much a clear-cut case. The only thing I can see this just simply following through would be a signal and a half to engage in these, because that close was really good. A very strong close on Friday. It was actually a day someone could get in, but on another note, a follow through would be even a stronger confirmation if one didn't get in based on that close. All right, people, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades, I suggest you subscribe. See the center of Power Target Trades going to appear here at the end of the video in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. People make a lot of great videos. You see on my banner here, I talk about confirmation as key study of the videos. The confirmation is different. Sometimes we're looking at a combination of volume and price point. And sometimes simply just breaking above a price point. It depends on the situation. It's all unique. And again, in my videos, I talk about the options. It's all organized. We're looking at the proper breakpoints, volume, what are good options to use, especially if I see the options are trading well. I suggest make the suggestions of the options, and that's about it. How it is. So again, I make a lot of great plans. I made some long-term plans. I'm going to actually post my long-term plan KO. The performance of that KO, those options in KO were amazing. Honestly, 400% gains right now. So what does that mean? And I say long term. What does that mean? Well, it was something that you could have held for it took about a month, okay? But let's say, and it was a safe. In other words, they were June 16 options back in April. Okay, so the plan was made on April the 29th, and confirmed May the 3rd. And it took a few weeks, and then it started to properly move, and then the options went from 29 cents, well, from the trigger point of 34 cents, and hit a high of practically $2 per option. So if someone bought, I don't know, even if someone bought 20 options, which at the time would be less than even $1,000, if you would have bought 100 options, right, which would have costed about $3,000, you're looking at as a safe investment. It never went against at all. There was it was against very little. So maybe it was against $300 or $400 or $500. But the end result is $12,000 gain if you invested in just with $3,000, and I mean many people could have did that. minus the commission costs, right? Depending on what you're using. But I'll put that KO plan over here, and at the end of the video, you can see the Central Power Trigger Trade. I suggest you see the KO plan. It's a very well. I had documented what the options are, but if you go and check out what they are today, if you happen to be seeing this video, you can see you'll be able to see the value of those options. Again, I make long-term plans, short-term plans, weekly option plans. So like in Tesla, 100% gains in a day. I've actually had 300% gains in Tesla. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, people. Standard Power Trigger Trade could appear in a historical format. Thanks for listening. Like the video.